What up, everybody? What up, everybody? What up, everybody? Burn Live, y'all. Marijuana giving you the news, hashtagging these red eyes, changing the viewers' eye red, keeping underage smoking off of social media, killing myself for your entertainment. Sit here with friends and family, starting a cannabisation. I appreciate everybody stopping through and joining the show tonight. Tonight is a good night. It's a Saturday night. It's a weekend night. What's up, Mike? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Welcome to my book face friends and my Instagram friends and my YouTube friends and everybody. I appreciate everybody stopping along and coming through and taking the time out to stop through. I appreciate that. I really, 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 really do. Tonight I got a good story. I got a couple of good stories that's been going on in the news. A lot of things been going on. I'm trying to give people time to come in, give time people to come to the show. That's why normally I would go live a little early. I try to, but everything happened. Everything happened. Las Vegas Knights won Stanley Cup. They had a parade today. Big parade started at 7, ends in an hour. Some cool things going on down there. Some very cool things. My co-host is not gonna be with us tonight, but she started me off with a good article for us to get into. So what I'm saying, without a further ado, I got very good news, my brother. I'll be out there. Okay. Hey, you gotta stop through here. Yeah, check this out. My boy. You gotta stop through here. You gotta stop through here. You got to. I can't wait till my boy Michael stop through here. But yeah, let's get into this news so I can break this weed down, smoke. Let's learn something. Let's go.
In terms of the concern that, yeah, but when they're young, they don't know. And you should wait. We wait with kids on everything else. We don't like to make decisions about where they're going to go to college, let alone what their identity is. Response.
My response is that kids know their genders unequivocally. Cisgender kids know their genders and transgender kids know their genders. And there shouldn't be really a difference between them. Think about how sure you felt of your gender from some of your earliest childhood memories. It's no different.
This video is brought to you by TatumStore.com of this doctor who is an advocate for prescribing, for suggesting gender affirming care. Okay, so let's talk about what gender affirming care is. And I'm gonna show you 2 videos. I'm gonna show you one where she was on Cuomo's show, and I felt like she looked like a complete idiot. I mean, to the point where Cuomo went silent because it's like, well, I don't know what to say to the foolery that you're spewing. And then Dan Crenshaw. Oh my God. Dan Crenshaw literally obliterated this woman. I mean, she has no opportunity to ever be taken seriously again. He methodically ruined her argument, her career, and her reputation in like 5 minutes. But I'm gonna show you that clip as well. But let's talk about gender affirming care. What exactly is gender affirming care? Now, they want you to believe that, wow, your child believes that they are a certain gender, and psychologically, if you don't affirm that, which means you get them to dress them a certain way, affirm who they are, call them the appropriate pronouns, that they're going to go off and kill themselves if you don't affirm that. This is the fear that they put parents under, and this is the psychological lack of with no evidence. This is the psychological games that they play.
How many of y'all at y'all jobs don't like it when y'all boss threaten y'all talking about, if y'all don't get this done, I'm cutting y'all hours. If y'all don't get done, y'all gonna have to sit overtime. How many jobs, how many places, how many people actually dislike when their jobs threaten them? Don't be threatening me with my job. That is the same thing with this gender affirming care. You're threatening parents who don't agree with their kids, who know how kids are. Remember how you were a kid when you grew up, how you had phases and you went through stuff and you changed. That's what's going on right now. That's why we're having this gender affirming problems. It's just weird. Just weird. Weird, 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 weird. Okay?
On these young people and on their parents. What they're really saying is that we somehow believe that young children know better than adults when it comes to gender. Somehow that young people, all of the finite thinking that they have, all of the malleable thinking, the manipulation that can occur in a young person's mind, all of that aside, they can't drink, they can't drive, they can't vote, they can't own a gun, they can't join the military, they can't be police officers, they can't even get a job. They can't do nothing. But all of a sudden, when it comes to gender, they somehow have an epiphany and they become intelligent enough to know that, hey, if this happens to me, or if I go through with this, this is what I have to expect when I'm 35. Somehow, some way, they can understand the nuances of gender and sex, even though they have no idea how children are made. But they can still come up with this concept that, you know what, I'm actually a woman. They can't describe what a woman is. They have no idea what that means. Even adults are struggling with that concept, can't even teach the kid the concept. But somehow they think in their mind they want to be this mysterious object, which is referred to as a woman. And they know every step of the way. They know all of they know that this is, you can't go back. You can't change it. It's forever, irreversible.
Unequivocally, cisgender kids know their genders and transgender kids know their genders, and there shouldn't be really a difference.
Clip of her on Cuomo, wrote a clip.
In terms of the concern that, yeah, but when they're young, they don't know, and you should wait. We wait with kids on everything else. We don't like to make decisions about where they're going to go to college, let alone what their identity is. Response.
My response is that kids know their genders. Unequivocally, cisgender kids know their genders and transgender kids know their genders, and there shouldn't be really a difference between them. Think about how...
What is a cis kid? That's my first time hearing that. A cis kid. That's
or
new.
You felt of your gender from some of your earliest childhood memories. It's no different. The confusion comes from external factors in our society that impose cisgender normativity on young people.
What do you say to parents who say, but he'll figure it out. She'll figure it out. This is just a phase. What do you say?
That young people do know who they are. And we say, one thing that I like to say is, what does it cost you to just affirm who they say they are?
So, right. The discussion gets more complicated when it's affirm plus let them take this hormone blocker or stall puberty and they want to have a top surgery or a bottom surgery. That becomes more complicated for the parent, though, right? Because it has more implications for the kid's health. A lot of it's unknown about what it would mean.
I wouldn't say that a lot of it is unknown. We are in a very exciting phase in gender affirming care where we're learning more and more all the time. It also happens to be a time when that care is sought to be banned in various states throughout the country. Right. And people are trying to ban it on the basis that we don't have enough information, supposedly, and that feels deeply hypocritical.
It feels deeply hypocritical. But if you go back, y'all, people that don't know where this gender affirming gender came from, let me go back to my notes. What was his name? Something Monies. What was that note? Where will my people write that note at? John Monies started gender in 1960. He had orgasms with kids young as 2 months, up to they were dead in their coffins, having orgasms, making them orgasms to figure out what is a gender, what was people's sexuality. Don't forget that.
Why introduce regulations and rules that limit our ability to provide care on the basis that maybe there are unknowns? It just seems like there's something missing there.
They'll say do no harm. which means do nothing.
Do nothing is doing harm.
See, Cuomo didn't push back enough. So you see how ignorant what she said is. Now listen to Dan Crenshaw, literally in her career, wrote a clip.
You said that we've cherry-picked data. How do you mean by what? How do you mean that?
So it is very unscientific and flawed to pick a single study or a single statistic and to discuss it in isolation.
Totally agree.
Medical experts are able to talk about all of the evidence as a whole.
Totally agree. So it's good to look at systematic reviews, right? That's the gold standard of evidence when you're trying to understand whether something works or whether it doesn't. So the British Journal of Medicine looked at 61 systematic reviews with the conclusion that, quote, there is great uncertainty about the effects of puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and surgeries in young people. Journal of Endocrine Society came up with the same conclusion. Even the American Academy of Pediatrics, they all cite the lack of evidence. And so here's the thing. If you're doing a therapy and it's, temporary, whatever, fine, maybe let's try it. Let's see if it works. But when you're talking about permanent physiological changes, do you not agree, just from an ethical standpoint, that you might want extremely strong evidence of the benefits? And there is no systematic review that states that there is strong evidence of benefits.
Sir, are you aware of how the quality evidence grading system works and how it's applied?
Yeah.
Notice how they never talk about where none of these medicines or where the first starts of this come from. Who started this medicine? Where was the first research? Who was the first people to do the research? Where they at?
Yeah, we read through it. That's why I'm citing these journals. So which journal says something different? We should have that debate. Tell me a journal that has done systematic reviews that cites different evidence, that cites strong evidence for benefits of these therapies.
The standards of care were developed based on extensive.
You're not telling me any journal. You're not telling me any study. Don't say
That's not
standards
what
of care.
Yeah. So
Tell me one.
the standards of care.
That's the standards of care.
Yes,
That's
standards of
not
care.
a journal. That's not a study. That's not an organization. That's not an institution. You're just saying words. Name one study.
Yeah.
I'm out of time.
And that's what I've been asking. Who did the research on this? Where does this come from? Where does this come from?
I yield back.
See, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to be a rocket scientist. All you have to do is say journals that have been published and people who research this genuinely and unbiasedly, I would say impartially, they're saying there's no evidence that this is helpful. This treatment there's not enough evidence to say the treatment is helpful. And there's really no evidence of how bad this is going to be over time. And the doctor.
What are we going to do, y'all? How are we going to save each other? How are we going to save each other? We just going to let people just run amok and play and do this, huh? We're just gonna let it be known what these boys got to say. I always hit the wrong one.
Yeah. Got a new show for y'all. Got a damn good show.
Dylan Mulvaney, he's a superstar. This dude, one of the biggest stars this globe has ever seen. He's big time.
Well, if you don't
Stop hating on him. Stop being a hater. He's a superstar.
Well, this guy's transitioned into a woman. He's been doing videos daily following his journey.
What day is on now?
It's 330 something.
300 and something. That's damn near a year, man.
Damn near a year. So I want to show y'all this man's progress. I'm gonna show you this picture.
This is
I
day
guess-
one or something, huh?
No, this is before he transitioned. I guess he was a Mormon.
Well, this is
one time.
ground zero. This is ground zero.
Yeah, show him the picture. I think he used to be a Mormon or something.
Well, that explains a lot.
I guess he used to be Mormon or something.
No, man, I don't
Well, I think he's a paid actor. He's actually a paid actor.
Yeah,
So,
he's Mormon. I don't think he was ever a Mormon.
yeah,
That's those people on the bicycles coming to your house. Ain't that the people mama threw out of the house because they said we was descendants of Cain?
Mitt Romney is a Mormon.
Yeah, that explains a lot too.
Not that we got anything against Mormons.
I ain't got nothing against nobody. Just a red flag, you know. I had a bad experience when I was a kid. Damn Mormons came to my house and they said we was descendants of Cain and said we was cursed. That's why I'm black.
That's why.
So after that, you know what? You damn Mormons can kiss my ass.
But I got.
I ain't cursed. I'm born in the eyes of the Lord. God made me. I'm not cursed. No
Yeah.
damn fallen angel. God.
Yeah, no, that's a true story that
Made
happened
me.
to us. And we got a lot of emails from people who are Mormon. He said those assholes doesn't represent the Mormon church.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, okay. So not on.
So don't generalize Mormons like that.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't. It's
You can't
Yeah.
People only, make it a big thing when you generalize somebody when it's Jewish people.
yeah.
You can generalize everybody else. Conservatives, Muslims. Well, you can't touch Muslims; they'll blow your house up. I went too far on that.
Yeah. Okay.
I did. That's a hasty generalization. That was bad. I apologize to the Muslim.
Hey.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah. Hey, so let's get back to Dylan Mulvaney. So that's ground zero. And Dan,
Let's look at ground zero one more time, man.
The
Just,
moment
I
picture.
forgot it. We've been talking and shooting and
All right.
shit.
I mean,
All right, let me get a good look at him, man. Book of Mormon.
he does look holy in this picture. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it looked like he just got off his bicycle. Bicycle's wheels are still spinning
On the
in
ground.
the front yard. He just got in the house. He's trying to save somebody.
Right. So, but then he started transitioning. Bring up this next picture. Now he's dressing feminine. He's got the pink going.
He's got some 5 o'clock shadow going
And you
too.
can tell, something's off with that damn chin action he got.
Them damn hands ain't fooling nobody either. Them thick ass fingers he got.
Right. But here recently, bring the
That
video
big,
back to
that big
us.
strong jaw, he ain't fooling nobody.
But recently,
He ain't fooling nobody.
yeah, but recently, Dylan, he hasn't changed his name. He's still got a masculine name.
He stick with Dylan?
Yeah.
Why don't we change his name, man? It's his life, man. It's free country.
You look more like a Diane now.
What do you mean you look like Diane? What, he made a drastic improvement or something?
Well, he came
He
out
still
recently.
looks like Dylan to me. He looks like a dick. His name could be Dick Mulvaney.
Yeah, bring up his name tag on that moment. I forgot to bring that up.
Elder White.
Elder White. So yeah, he's making fun of white people, I guess.
Oh, you gonna burn in hell for that. You burning in hell for eternity. Making fun of Christians, man.
Making fun of white people.
Yeah, if you did it to Jewish people, you already be canceled. But you can get away with that stuff with Christians.
Yeah, more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually getting paid to do that, though. You think
Well,
he's a comedian?
Well, he labels himself as an actress. So I'm sure he's done roles that he got paid, but I don't think what he's doing right now, all this transition, I don't think anybody's actually paying him, even though I think he's making a lot of money for himself.
He's definitely got an incentive to.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
definitely got an incentive.
but anyway, he came out and he got this feminization surgery on his face.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, check it out.
feminization surgery.
Feminization.
What the hell?
335 of being a girl,
Oh my God.
and I wanted to go on record to say
He
that
changed his
this
name to Debbie.
might be the hottest I've ever looked and will ever look in my lifetime.
This is getting more sickening the more we learn about it. I can't go no further than that, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's learn something.
All right, guys, Juneteenth is coming up, which means we need to learn something.
Teach me.
And I found an article, The 6 Do's and Don'ts for Engaging in Juneteenth Conversations. Let's see what we got to do here. Guys, before we get into reading this article, please like and subscribe. I want as many people to find this channel as possible so you know what to do. Now, as I said, Juneteenth is coming up. If you guys don't know what Juneteenth is, it happens on June 19th, the day we've claimed celebrating the emancipation of slaves in the United States. I guess there's conversations to be had surrounding Juneteenth, and this article that a DEI expert put together
Guys, I'm like really smart now. You don't even know.
to tell us the 6 do's and don'ts for engaging in Juneteenth conversations. I personally
Like she was going to say, I personally am into enjoy breaking this down.
don't have any celebration on Juneteenth. I get that some people are interested in it. They do want to celebrate the emancipation. More power to you. I will be living out my life as a regular individual with a regular day. So just in case I run into some Juneteenth conversations, let's see what the ground rules are. Educate yourself on the holiday ahead of time. How did it happen? Why did it happen? Who authorized the abolition of slavery? And why did it take so long for the slaves in Galveston, Texas to to hear about it. I'm educated enough on Juneteenth now. I don't personally feel the need to look into this. I'll tell you an interesting story. I was at a comedy show of Tony Rock at the Laugh Factory in Las Vegas with my boyfriend, and we went. My boyfriend happens to be a white man. Spooky. I am so scared. Tony started telling a joke, and he looked at my boyfriend and said, "Do you know what Juneteenth is?" First of all, my boyfriend's an Australian man.
Good day, mate.
So there's no reason for him to know what Juneteenth is. We all know that America had slaves. We all know the slaves were emancipated. That was a great thing, a great move of progress in this country. Personally, I can move on, but the whole crowd was shocked. And the joke became, how do you have a black girlfriend and you don't know what Juneteenth is? How dare you? It's because Juneteenth is not a keystone in my life story. I'll let you know. I don't feel the need to tell you you need to educate yourself on the holiday because I personally don't celebrate. Next, do allow Black colleagues to speak on their Juneteenth perspectives, but don't put the burden on them to educate everyone. Amazing. Okay, you have to allow them their space to speak on their Juneteenth perspectives, but if you have any questions regarding this now pivotal holiday in the American year, don't burden them to educate you on it.
I made this joke. I made this joke last week. I'm gonna make this joke again. And the more and more I make the joke, the more and more it probably not gonna get no better. It ain't like I'm trying to make this joke and make it fresher, okay? But check this out. My black people, my niggas. Hold on. When you hold up the black fist, do I have to hold it up with the left or the right? I know I just probably lost my black card with all the black communities. But anyway, yeah. Okay. All right. No. Check this out, my niggas. Check this out. We got Black History Month. It's 28 days. All right. We got Martin Luther King Day. That's 29. We got Juneteenth. That's 30. We got one more day to celebrate us black folks, okay? Us black Americans, us slaves, us niggas. Okay? Choose wisely. Okay? Let's choose something that's reputable. I said that word right. Reputable. I got to say that word pretty damn good. Reputable. Okay, let's get something more reputable. Like, we really want our reparations. Let's have a reparation Black Day. Okay, for that one day for the rest of our lives. On that day, black people that are black get something. But only if you black. That means fully or half. No halves. No, you had a black and you had a white mama. No, you don't. No, that's not no. You gotta be black on black on black on black. Just like black on black crime that doesn't exist. Y'all gotta be generation of black. You gotta be so black that the black side of your skin you can't even see it. Okay, that's how black you need to be. You gotta think. You gotta be so dark that purple is afraid to look at you. All right, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. We need to be smarter on having this, because this talk right here.
I'm sorry, but if you care that much about Juneteenth, wouldn't you want to educate people on what it is? Now that's called emotional labor, right? Which is this term.
Emotional labor? Can you get paid for emotional labor? No. Like, come on, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
People in the comment section. Anyone just stopping by?
A lot of y'all that watch my show wasn't born in the 90s. I'm going to tell this little story real quick. Try to make it short. But in the 90s, when Africa was a big thing, was a big culture, was a big movement, everybody took the time out to want to explain to everybody why they was African, where they was from Africa. Everybody had the African bees, the everything, the African movement in the black community. I'm not gonna say it was beautiful. It was just big. It was huge. Okay. Now we got Juneteenth, and you're not. It's like black people want to be like LBGTQ. Don't ask me about something that I asked for, just as long as I ask for it. Like, we need to educate everybody. I need to know why the heck am I celebrate a piece of paper that got white people names on it and one Asian guy? Why am I celebrating that instead of celebrating black people that done something? Like they say, we get celebrated every day. Black people get celebrated every day. Every time that you look on World Star and you see black on black fight, that's black people getting celebrated.
Term that's been coined by the leftists in this country to say you shouldn't have to take on the emotional labor to educate somebody on your personal woes or the woes of your ancestors. So not only do they want you to know everything about Juneteenth and educate yourself on it, you shouldn't go and burden them with questions about the holiday that they've created for you to celebrate. Do create a safer space for the conversation. What does that even mean? It says, for example, if you're hosting an in-person conversation, have you thought about including a facilitator or someone who can set some ground rules to maintain a cordial atmosphere while the conversation ensues? In addition, are you aware of the literal temperature of the room? Will it be a physically comfortable space, or will it be too hot or cold for the number of attendees in the space? Are there soothing?
That sound like they're saying, if I have that conversation with you, hold on, y'all, hold on. If you don't go eat in the kitchen, Snow, go eat in the kitchen. Yeah, no. Yeah, ladies, I'm sorry. Snow wanted to eat and bring his food all over here. And like, no, don't come over here with your food. But no, hold on, I got to rewind what she said. I lost my thought.
The literal temperature of the room.
Temperature of the room.
You gotta be comfortable to have that conversation.
No, not okay. That's in lame terms for anybody that's watching at this moment. That's really saying, like, if you're gonna have this conversation with this person, is you gonna have a nigger moment? Basically, do you know how to adjust the conversation to where black people won't get aroused and feel like you oppressing them? Like, why? Okay.
Will it be a physically comfortable space, or will it be too hot or cold for the number of attendees in the space? Are there soothing beverages available, like coffee or tea, for moments when people could use a sip of something warm? Think about the seating arrangement. Is the room set up in a hierarchical way where all chairs are pointed in one direction in the teacher to pupil dynamic that I referred to earlier? Or are the chairs set up in a circle so that all the attendees can be seen and heard? Nothing gets done in a woke society because these are the things that you have to worry about. Oh my goodness. I thought this was going to be in case somebody gets emotional about the history, like make sure you have like tissues and stuff like that.
I want to laugh with her. Trust me, I want to laugh with her. But we're worried about seating arrangements. We can't sit in a line. We had to sit in a circle to make sure that everybody is looking at each other so everybody can feel equal. Okay. You know what? That's okay. Whatever. That's simple. That's real simple. That's easy.
Oh, goodness gracious. It reminds me of that meeting video that we reacted to where nobody could get anything done because people were constantly complaining about like pronouns and stimulation and all this different stuff.
I've already asked people to be mindful of the chatter of their comrades who are sensitive to sensory overload. And that goes double for the heckling and the hissing. It is also triggering to my anxiety.
That's wokeness for you. Propose to make Juneteenth a company holiday. Perhaps you have several Black colleagues who would appreciate the day off. Or if there is a multicultural coalition of people who also support the idea, come prepared to discuss with leadership or HR to request the holiday be a part of the company's paid time off roster. Now I see what you guys are doing. You guys want a day off work, and Juneteenth is the perfect opportunity to get it. It reminds me of this.
You don't even get holiday pay. Banks are not, hold on, banks federally closed on that day? Then okay, ask for the day off.
This article that I read of a Black professor saying she wanted Black bereavement leave. She wants time off to grieve. Whenever a Black person is killed by police, this is what this is giving to me. It's the same energy. Don't make Juneteenth a one-day event. No, no, no. Even though we've dedicated a singular day to this moment, it's not a one-day event. The day comes and then it goes. But holidays like the 4th of July are celebrated for over 3 or 4 days with an emphasis on pride and celebration. Juneteenth deserves the same acknowledgement. To enhance and elongate the holiday, give colleagues a runway of days during which to absorb historical information. You can also set up a small art exhibit or feature books and other historical information in a common space in the preceding month so people have time to reflect on the
This brochure is definitely how the LGBTQ first started when they first came out. And this is how they got all that Pride Month and same-sex marriage. Okay, some reparations shall be coming soon. I'm telling y'all, better make that reparation a holiday. Y'all don't make that reparation a holiday, I'm just saying I think y'all gonna be losing out on something. Just my opinion.
Information. In essence, preparing colleagues ahead of time will make the day that much richer, not just for your Black colleagues, but for everyone involved. Who's getting any work done in the office that is engaging in this behavior? You guys are setting up art exhibits, you're making coffee and tea, you're making sure you have some Marxist seat arrangements. Who's doing any actual work? Celebrate it if you want to celebrate it, but this is doing too.
You know what they forgot in that brochure? A cup of Hennessy, some E&J, they want some Pepsi. What else Black people like? Need some barbecue, salt, seasoning salt. You gotta have this stuff when you talk about Black folks. You gotta have that shit. Oh God. Okay. Chitlins. Yeah. Pork. Don't have no good meat. Just have nothing but pork. That's all they want to see.
Too much.
Too far!
Don't wear performative clothing to show that you're down with the cause. So I guess if you're wearing like a Black Lives Matter shirt or a dashiki, they say here, they don't want you putting that on to be performative in your allyship or activism for the Black community. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. And that's the last one. You don't have to read any more from the Juneteenth do's and don'ts. I will be not doing any of this. Let me know how you feel about the holiday itself. Do you do anything to celebrate?
I appreciate that. Now I know. So yeah, I didn't know. But y'all know I gotta go to the Martin show. Martin.
Hi, folks are already tripping about Juneteenth. Check this out. A Chicago woman posted this video on TikTok. It has gone viral after she claimed she was kicked out of school for correcting the institution's director on the true meaning behind Juneteenth. All right, so listen to the video she posted.
So today I got kicked out of school because the director at my school didn't like the feedback that I had for her about something that she said in class. So I go to school right now for aesthetics. I was practicing to be an esthetician. Now, at my school on Monday and Wednesdays, we have this thing called morning meetings where we basically just talk about what's going to happen for the day, the next few days, and we celebrate people that's like graduating and all of that type of stuff. Now, the director at my school had an announcement for us, and she said that Monday we will be celebrating Juneteenth, but instead of celebrating it for what it's for, we're going to celebrate it as a diverse day, make it a diverse holiday. And I immediately got turned off by that because it's Juneteenth, right? So after the morning meeting was over, I went up to the director and I asked to speak to her in private. We went into her office and I basically explained to her, I'm like, yeah, the way you worded it at the morning meeting today, I didn't like how you said it because Juneteenth isn't a diverse holiday. It's, it's not a diverse holiday. It's not where we celebrate diversity. We celebrate African American independence. And she was basically telling me like, yeah, you need to mind your business because you don't know what I have planned for Monday. We're a diverse school. Therefore, we're going to celebrate this holiday as a diverse day. And I was immediately turned off because that's not what Juneteenth is about, right? So after that, I went back into the classroom and some of my classmates were like asking me like, what did she say? Because we were all in agreement that that's not what Juneteenth isn't about. We don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo as diversity. We don't celebrate Haitian Flag Day as diversity. We don't celebrate Indigenous People Day as diversity, So I felt like, why would you take our holiday and try to make it something that it's not? So while I was in the class, we were all talking about, just basically what had happened at the morning meeting. The director storms in after me and she's like, yeah, you need to come here. And I just asked her, I said, you want me to go home, don't you? She was like, yeah, get your stuff and leave. You will be suspended. And I'm like, suspended? Suspended for what? And she's like, yeah, so now you need to leave my campus before I call the police. So after that, we got into an argument because I had to tell her it wasn't even that deep. It's not that deep. Like, why are you making it this whole thing? So we got into an argument in front of all of the students in my class. Like, she completely humiliated me, told everybody that she was suspending me and that I had to go home. Like, you're not supposed to, first of all, you're not supposed to tell my personal business to other students. That's number one. Second of all, you're mad because I had an opinion about what you had to say. I did the right thing and I pulled you to the side and told you, like, I don't think that's what we should be celebrating it as. So after that whole argument, she's like, yeah, now you need to leave my building and instead of being suspended, you'll be expelled. I'm like, expelled for what? So we get into another argument as I'm leaving the door because I'm like, you're dead wrong. Your feelings are hurt. You didn't like what I had to say. And now you want to expel me and still try to make me pay for a school that I didn't fully get to attend? That's not right. So as I'm leaving the building, before I left, I wanted to like explain to my teacher, like, she's not going to be letting me back, what had happened. I wanted to talk to my teacher, one of the cool teachers, right? So she's like trying to grab me by my book bag. She's pulling on me, get out of my building, get out of my building. And I'm like, just wait, let me talk to my teacher because I want to talk to my teacher before I leave. Like, you doing all of this for no reason. We get in front of the clients because at my school, we take clients. It's a beauty school, so we perform services on clients. She told the clients, yeah, I'm trying to remove this racist out of my building. She won't leave. She's a racist. I'm racist because I said Juneteenth isn't a diverse holiday. So now I'm the racist, right? In the situation, I'm the racist. Her feelings are hurt. I'm a racist and she wants me to leave. After like a minute of me trying to find my professor, I could not find her. So,
how long is this going to take? Dang.
Like, yeah, I'm gonna leave. And as I'm walking back to the front, she's on the phone with the police. She told the police I tried to attack her and that I wouldn't leave the building. No, hold on. Let's take this back. There's multiple people sitting in this lobby. There was multiple people in my classroom. Not once did I try to attack you. There's cameras in this building which show I did not try to attack you. I wasn't being violent or nothing like that. She called the police on me, said I tried to attack her. All of this because she didn't like that I didn't like that Juneteenth shouldn't be celebrated as a diverse holiday. So yeah, right now,
okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? The teacher was wrong for putting you through all of that. And you should get reparations because, teacher was wrong. She was treating you like a slave. She embarrassed you in front of all them kids, students. You probably, can't do her no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Took your favorite holiday that just started away. You know what I'm saying? Because you have voiced your opinion. Now, understand that what I just said was just BS. But true indeed, I'm going to say this truthfully. truthfully, and respectfully. Voicing your opinion the right way and getting humiliated is not cool. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? If that lady, true indeed what she said, kept her cool, calm, and collective and just, stormed out, or you said her little words, that, yeah, I'm totally on her side because, look, I voiced my opinion. I'm getting expelled. College is very expensive. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? I have nothing to say. That's messed up. Where's Black Lives Matters at when this happened? Why they ain't storm the school and come up there to the school to come help you and get this straightened out? This is wrong. I'm just saying, like, this is the time that Black Lives Matter should just come on up there to that school and get their hair done, braid them to the back, go get something done real good. Protest, march. Hey, this is wrong. Teachers should be expelled. She should be kicked out. She shouldn't be there no more. The teacher was wrong. No, I'm just saying. Call Jesse Jackson and Barack Obama and them and the whole, call Sleepy Joe. Tell them that this happened. Because she a girl too. You're a girl. You like young women. I told you. Juneteenth wasn't a very smart holiday to pick. Y'all should have picked Black Reparation Day. It has more meaning to it. Juneteenth is like, okay, you see how people are making fun of it? Y'all don't like that. You don't like that. She don't like that. They should have picked, I'm telling you, Black Reparation Day. You would have got a whole check and everything. You just mad because I'm getting a check and you not. You broke. See, that's more strongly to say back. You really would have got expelled. Really would have got kicked out. On me.
That's what she's gonna say. Oh, so you got the money? You can pay for the rest of your college.
I'm like, yes, I can, because we actually, Black folks is smart. We picked a smart one, not Juneteenth. We picked Black Reparation Day. Comes with a whole check, bitch. That sounds smart. That sounds more, what I'm saying? Very good argument points. Juneteenth, it's just, we free. I thought that was whole Black History Month was for. So what? Juneteenth is the freedom of slaves, an actual holiday. So what is Black History Month for? Of the Black people, just Black.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Just to celebrate the history of Black people.
I am signing a petition right now. I am starting this off today, ladies and gentlemen. Black Reparation Day needs to go for the 31st Black People Day. I'm just saying, if we're gonna go for anything that's gonna make some sense to me, that I'm down to Black Reparation Day. Okay, let's hashtag that on out there. Every time white people are wrong and do something wrong to us, hashtag Black Reparation Day. But understand, hold on, y'all. But when it catch on, because y'all see, I had to come around the mic. Black Reparation Day, when it catch on, understand it started here first. All right. Because this lady right here, she went too damn deep. I ain't going to even stay on her that much longer, y'all. I actually got some things to do. I highly appreciate y'all hanging out. Just until next time, y'all are some of the amazing people. I love y'all to death. See y'all tomorrow. No, tomorrow's Sunday. See y'all Monday. Peace.